Welcome to Soccer as We Like It, the Man United direction. I have Kay representing United Kingdom. Thank you very much for joining us, Kay. Man United 1, Leicester City 2. Man City are Premier League champions 2021. What was your take? A lot of changes were forced on Ole. Could he have done anything different?
No, to be honest, I think he couldn't have done anything different. The only thing that maybe he could have done throughout the season is rotate the team more so players are much sharp and stuff like that. But to throw all those players in and to expect them to be firing against Leicester, who are a good team, was a big task. Even though when we came back 1-1, I thought, oh, we might be able to do it. But
yeah,
because the second half, Matic, the legs have gone. And yeah, you just lack that little bit of quality. So.
Right. I mean, the midfield of Leicester was very solid. I looked at the game. Leicester were not fantastic. They were we just didn't have enough to even trouble Schmeichel. See what I mean? And that's, there were not a lot of balls in the box. Mason and Diallo tried, but that midfield of Matic, did Mata played, right?
Yes, yeah.
He was missing in that. I did not see. That's why I'm asking you, because honestly, I did not see this brother throughout the game.
I don't expect Mata. How many games has he played this season? He's a sort of player. He's not quick anyway. He's not got the legs. So
right.
First half he was here and there. Second half he was just dead on his feet. He didn't have anything in his locker. And to be fair, I can't be too harsh on him. He's not played a lot of games. So
right.
I knew he was going to fade.
Hi, Vimal.
Hey,
representing UK. How are you, brother? Long time.
Very good. Yes, long time. How are you?
Not too bad. Kay, Vimal. Yeah, we're just talking about Man City are Premiership champions. It is what it is.
More doom and gloom.
Could Ole have done anything different today with the selection?
To be honest, it was nice to see a few faces like Elanga and Ahmad as well. I think Ahmad's all right on the right wing.
Yes.
He holds up the ball well, and he just drives forward.
Yeah.
Elanga's got some speed and pace about him.
Yeah.
But what Ole needs to do for the whole of the season, he needs to play them more.
Right.
He needs to keep them inspired and motivated and hungry and excited, like Pep does. Rotates his squad and keeps everyone involved.
Yeah.
Ole doesn't do that.
Do you think Leicester were that great today?
No, they weren't.
Exactly. I just telling Kay, like there was nothing spectacular about that Leicester team. Honestly, a good United team would have beaten that team easily.
Yeah, but even on our day, like we played a good team against second leg Roma, and look how we did.
Right,
Yeah.
So I mean, man. It is what it is. I see United. Let's talk about that goal United conceded, the set piece. Kay, what did you think of that corner kick that United conceded?
It's what was happening during the middle, especially during the middle of the season. I remember with it Brighton, the Sheffield United game. We're not dominant, and without Maguire there, even though he's not he's the greatest, but he is dominant. But I just knew we weren't going to do anything. And like Matic, everyone says Matic is tall, but he can't.
He's 6'3".
He's slow. He's so slow.
But I didn't think he was slow to even jump as well. You're going vertical, not horizontal. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? You just need to go upwards. Come on. So Vima, what did you think of that second goal, the corner kick?
I mean, it's between Rashford and Matic, right? Rashford was marking him initially. He let him go, thinking Matic's going to deal with it. Matic did a Maguire or a Lindelof and was unable to jump. So between the two of them, Rashford put his hands up, like blaming Matic.
I know, right?
He could have stopped him running in to make the head. So it's easy to pass the buck, but I don't know, man. Rashford had a chance to make amends and he missed his header.
That was woeful, bro. That was absolutely woeful. I saw him dribbling and losing the ball. Like, come on, bro. You can't keep over dribbling. This is not a school park where everyone lets you. No, these are professionals. They're going to just let you go through the whole team. It ain't going to work that way. So
Yeah.
in that United lineup, Vimal, who stood out for you? That United team today, who stood out for you?
Um, Ahmad and Elanga.
Right. I have
They were
never seen
good.
Elanga. Had you seen him
Yeah,
before
me,
today?
never. I didn't even know he was in the squad. I mean, he was alive, man. He was fast, pacey. You know, he was he was hungry for the ball
Right.
more than Van der Meek has ever been.
Right.
That's my new name for him, Van der Meek.
Kay, what did you think of Elanga today?
Yeah, he was direct. He looks hungry. But when you got a player like that, mate, it's almost like, what's next?
Right.
Is he
Yeah.
gonna not be involved, not go on loan? Like, it's like Brandon Williams, perfect example. Was in the team last season. This season, he needed to go it alone because the gap between him and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is so wide. Like, he's not nowhere near Wan-Bissaka, and it's quite worrying. If Wan-Bissaka gets injured, yeah, I don't trust Brandon Williams, to be honest. Yeah.
Hi, Bems.
But Brandon Williams was
What's going
good. You know, when he first made his debut on the left
Yeah.
wing, wasn't he? He
He
was quite
seems to have
exciting
gone
player.
backwards. Do you not think so, Vimal?
Yeah, I think he's lost a bit of confidence, like all these other bit part players. But I don't blame them on the players. I blame that on the management,
Right.
because you've got to keep players playing.
Yeah.
You know, if I invited you to my games for 10 weeks in a row and said, well, sorry, you know, just wait, I'll keep you as a spare.
Mm.
You know, each week your confidence is going to be draining and thinking, well, maybe I'm a shit footballer. You know, you start to have self-doubt.
He had the chance to go to Newcastle as
breeds
well.
self-doubt.
No.
Shoot footballer. That's funny. Right, Bems, you've met Vimal now. You know Kay representing UK. We got the UK crew in today.
Hey, man.
So, Bems, you saw the game. City are Premiership champions. I mean, we all knew this was going to happen. It was just a pipe's dream for us to think. Yeah.
Oh, Bems, you've gone horizontal now.
Well, I'm always a portrait most times, right?
Yeah, no. Always a vertical with narrow screen.
He paid a little fine, and he's back horizontal.
Paid a fine, yeah? Put him on the bench.
So now that
Tim's been waking me up real good, so I had to.
Bems, now that United City are Premiership champions, what did you see? What was there any positives from this game you saw today? United, yes, the lineup was. Or what did you see positive? What positives you take away from this game today?
I mean, I think we didn't play that bad, to be honest with you, man. Playing against a Leicester City team that was pretty much full strength, and then most of our hey, what's up, Chris?
What's up, Darren?
Hey, Chris. Chris, that's Vimal and Kay from UK. UK crew. This is Chris from Houston Red Army.
So as I was saying, I mean, I think the guys didn't play that badly, in my opinion. They haven't played. This team hasn't played. They haven't played together the whole season.
Well, of course.
Exactly.
So
that's the problem.
You're gonna see a lot of they're definitely gonna be rusty. They're gonna be misplaced passes. They're not used to playing with each other, so they don't know where to receive the ball, if it's to feet or if it's or whatever. And then I mean, it's just and I'll say and I think Vimal pointed out this before, is that I actually blame Ole for this, because Ole has persistently just picked his
favorite 11.
Yeah, the same 11 is in pretty much the whole season. He's been picking between 13 players the whole season, every single game. True. So these players have not had the time to actually play together in jail. So it's partly on Ole, but I think for the fact that they hadn't really played together the whole season, I think they didn't do that bad. I mean, for us to be level at halftime. And I think, to be honest with you, if Ole didn't make that substitution right at that corner kick, because you don't do that, that's stupid. I don't think Leicester City would have won that game. I think this game was looking more like a draw written all over. So wasn't that bad. So I don't blame the guys, man. I don't blame the players. So yeah.
Chris, hey Chris, how are you, mate?
I'm good, Tim.
How did you find this game today? A lot of changes. Man City Premiership champions. Any positives from this game today?
Apart from the future looks bright. That's the only outcome I saw from today. Looks like if we give Diallo some more minutes, he can produce some good stuff going ahead. I like what I saw from Diallo. I didn't see so much of Elanga. The moment I saw the lineup, I knew we were going. All I didn't give a fuck whether they're gonna win or not. Sorry about cussing. The moment I saw the lineup, I knew I was like, nah, these just to show up for the team to show up as the Manchester United. But we had no chance to win that game. Straight up. Let's call a spade a spade. We had no chance of winning that game against Leicester first 11.
Yeah.
Even though they did good to hold Leicester 1-1 for about 60 minutes, we still didn't stand a chance of winning that game.
Is it the lack of creativity going forward, the lack of strikers?
Pretty much. I mean, them little kids, they're not used to the big stage. You know what I mean? I mean, apart from, I say Mata.
I didn't even see Mata in this game at all, honestly.
But Mata was, even though you didn't see him, Mata can produce at any given time, any given chance he gets.
Of the three midfielders, Mata was the best, I think. I mean, the game was lost in midfield.
Yeah,
but Mata was the best of the three.
There you go. I know everybody been wanting to see Van der Beek a lot. I've seen Van der Beek the last 3 games. Was it the Europa and this one?
Yeah. Aston Villa.
Something's not. I don't know whether because he hasn't been playing, but something's not working with him right.
Wow.
He needs to run the games.
Right.
Van der Beek needs to run the games, man. I totally agree with Kay. He's not been playing enough, man. He's not playing enough. That guy's a quality. He's a quality midfielder, man. Quality.
Let me start with Vimal. What did you think of that pairing of Transibe and Eric Bailly at the back today?
Bailly gives you a bit of certainty. Tuanzebe, he was a little bit careless with some of his clearances, but Bailey is solid as a rock. I mean, much better than Lindelof in my opinion.
Right. Okay. That pairing.
I thought Tuanzebe was good. He had a good game for me. It's just a shame that he's not played him enough. Like it's just like everyone's been saying. A lot of these players on the day they're good, but match sharpness, confidence, they need to play more often. Even if you play them in the Carling Cup or FA Cup games, or like they just need to play, not coming in for one game, out for 6 games.
That's true, you know.
Game. Yeah. Like it's the Premier League. People forget, like you can't just. The Premier League's different.
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, you could come in and do something and go for it. No, they're all like finely tuned athletes. So if you ain't played for 6 weeks and you playing against someone who plays week in, week out, you're gonna find it tough. So,
yeah. They just haven't played enough games, man. They just
Bems, what do you think of that partnership?
Between who?
The partnership of Transebian and Bailly today. How did you think they performed?
I mean, I think I mean, the fact that they hadn't played a lot of games together, I think they did okay, man. You can't really. I mean, Ole hasn't played them together. Ole's always.
I don't think he's ever played them together. I don't think I remember playing them together.
He has played them together. I know he's played them together. I think maybe one game. I can't remember when, but I remember seeing both of them together at some point. But it was maybe one game at max. But I mean, again, it's on. Tuanzebe was the weaker one between both Bailly and Tuanzebe. Right. Tuanzebe was making some mistakes. You could see the rustiness because he hadn't played, but there was some like you could tell that he's a very athletic center back. He's quick. It's just some of his decision making was a little bit off. But again, I think a lot of that is just not having enough game time.
Right.
In my opinion, if Tuanzebe was to be trusted and you played him in more games, I think you would see a whole much better Tuanzebe because that guy is quality. I mean, I would even say, if you give Tuanzebe more game time, he would even turn out better than Lindelof, in my opinion.
I agree.
I mean, it's just Ole just doesn't play him enough. They weren't bad, so you can't really blame them. They hadn't played together for a while. So,
Chris. Transibe and Bailly.
For me, Tuanzebe looked suspect today in today's game.
Suspect, like Vimal said.
He had Vardy didn't take advantage, but that guy, I mean, I seen him play good like a PSG. You remember not too long ago against PSG, where he had a good game. I didn't see that type of Tuanzebe. His clearance wasn't good. I mean, he could clear the ball and just put it right there. I mean, you getting pressure from Vardy and Iheanacho, all those people. Clear the goddamn ball. Let it go far away.
Yeah.
But then he wanted, every time like he gets the ball, instead of him playing forward, he could put the ball backward to the head most of the time. And I was like, hey, there's something wrong with you. And both wings of Ron Williams and Telles were wide open. But he was going ahead and moving the ball backward to the goalkeeper, which kind of was like, I didn't like it. Bailly was a better defender today, I mean, to me.
Right. Well, let's quickly look at the two fullbacks. Telles. Kay, what did you think of Telles' performance today?
I wasn't shocked. He's another one. He needs to run the game. He's going to be a big drop off to Shaw. Like I said, with Brandon Williams and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's got a good delivery, but I just don't think he's great defensively. I think he's better going forward than he is defensively. So, like, he would probably be better as a wing back than as a fullback.
Right.
But yeah, he did all right. It wasn't great, but it's like a steady Eddie. For someone that doesn't play often, yeah, it was all right.
Bems, tell us today.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Kay on that one, man. His performance today was it's hard to kind of place, man. I don't think he played that well, in my opinion. You can tell there's a big difference, huge difference between him and Luke Shaw. Huge difference.
Seems he's getting wider every week, the gap.
Yeah. But again, I can also see the reason why is because he doesn't get enough games. So, but if you look at he's more of an offensive fullback than a defensive fullback, just like what Kay said. He is suspect in that position because I think they were attacking us a lot more from that right hand side.
Yeah,
if I'm mistaken. And between him and Tuanzebe, I think, he didn't really play that well in my opinion. But again, it wasn't a good day for him. Let's put it that way.
Chris,
yes.
Tell us today.
Telles, he looked good going forward like he always did, like he always does. I mean, he's good going forward, even though he had a chance to give an assist, but then he hit it so wide, and I guess was going to. He had two chances to put the ball inside the box, but then he didn't get him on target. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to say this. I guess he's been on the bench for too long. I mean, Luke Shaw been our best player for the last about 2 months. So those 2 months, there's no you could have put Telles to play. Well, you have Luke Shaw who's on point. You know what I mean? And I guess that was, I don't know, because he never even come off the bench. He never gave even like 5 minutes. So I say, but he's okay going forward. I seen his crosses are good. Like he took the free kick and somebody missed too. Who was it? Was it Rashford or I know it was Greenwood? That was a good cross going inside the box, but nobody took the advantage to make it count.
Right, Vimal, tell us.
Telles.
Today.
Despite what you guys think, I like Telles. I think he's a good player. I think he's got a fierce cross. He's got some whip on that ball, and he's not always accurate, but he's the first thing on his mind is to whip that ball into that box, that 6-yard box where Cavani or someone would be. I think it's unfortunate that we got him for a reason, and we got him because Luke Shaw wasn't performing. Luke Shaw then decided to perform as soon as Telles joined, so it's quite unfortunate. I think also Telles is a better defender than Luke Shaw. I think Luke Shaw is caught ball watching a lot. He's a little bit slower. He's a bit more physical, but he's a bit slower.
Slower.
I think Tellers has more pace. He's got that quick 1 yard, 2 yard pace. He's much faster than Luke Shaw. Personally, if I was to play these guys, I would play them with an equal amount of rotation. I wouldn't just play Luke Shaw at the expense of Tellers. I would try and flip them each game, like Pep would normally do with Cancelo and Kyle Walker, and a few others. I think Tellers has got a lot to offer. I think he gets a lot of criticism because he is just being sidelined, like a lot of other players.
Right. Okay. Now let's quickly run to the forward line quickly. Mason Green was on a rich vein of form today. I mean, he's been scoring goals. Viman, what was your take on Mason Greenwood?
Mason Greenwood. Yeah, well, he's hit a run of form now, so he's good. And you know, with this supposed B team, he was holding up that forward line. So I'm glad he stepped to the plate. It was a lovely first goal. And I think he's doing hell of a lot better than Rashford for some time now. So yeah, he's got amazing skill and he's got a good strike with both feet. But what I feel that he needs to work on is he needs to start hovering around that box like Cavani does, and he needs to watch and learn from him. You know, the way Cavani makes his zigzag runs, loses his defender. The defenders don't have no idea where he is. I want to see Mason do that. The other thing as well with Mason is that he's a little bit slow to anticipate a pass coming in. So a deep lying midfielder picks up the ball. They're going to go, for a long or a decisive pass up front. Mason hesitates a little bit too much, whereas Cavani's already gone.
That's true. I agree.
So I want him to start reacting faster, and I want him to start learning from Cavani.
Right.
And then I think he'll become an amazing striker. I can't see him as a proper number 9 at the moment. I see him more of a right winger. But this is something he needs to add to his game.
All right, Chris, Mason Greenwood today.
Man, Mason was good. Mason has been good. He's been good the last 5, 6, 7 games I've seen him play. I mean, I think he's been scoring or assisting all the last games he's been playing, maybe a month or now, something. His finishing I think he's the best finisher of the team at the moment. To me, I don't know what you think, but I think, he uses both of his legs. He's good on the left, he's good on the right. He didn't have Mata was supposed to be the one providing the ball to him.
Exactly.
I don't think Mata did the right. If we had someone like Bruno behind him or Pogba, I think he could have even got about 2 goals. But we take the 2-1 and move on, and his goal. But he did all right. I'd give him the man of the match.
Okay. Bems, Mason Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood was good today, man. Left foot, right foot, whichever one, man. He's always gonna. He's so deadly in front of goal. That guy he's a special talent, man. I think he led the line pretty well. He was dropping deep to receive the ball. I definitely see him as a number 9 going forward. He's not a winger, that's for sure. He's definitely a number 9, but again, he still needs some more time, he needs some more game time playing in that position. I think he's still a couple of years from actually making that number 9 position his own, but that's his true position potentially. So, but he played well, man. He played well. His all-around play was decent, and that goal from him was super standard procedure. So.
Do you think he'd be good as a second striker? Like a 4-4-2 formation?
I think so. I think he will.
I think that will work.
I think he definitely would suit a second strike. I think for now he'll be better as a second striker just because he's not built enough, or he's not developed his all-around play enough. So the second striker, that will work definitely. For now, for the next couple of years, he definitely would work in that second striker.
I don't think he's got that heading ability just yet.
He doesn't have that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Mason Greenwood today.
Yeah, I thought it was very good today. Yeah, he's. I think the thing he needs to add to his game, like Vimo was saying, like the runs that Cavani makes, but that'll come with time. Right, he plays a lot of instinct, which is good. He doesn't when he's in the box or around the box, he rarely hesitates. He tries to shift the ball and get the shot away, which I like. he doesn't like sometimes what Rashford does.
Over
He
dribble.
overthinks it. Yeah, he dribbles or overthinks it. Whereas Greenwood's like shift it, shoot, or shift it, cross, which I like. But yeah, he just needs to work on obviously his movement and pattern of play. But that will come with coaching. And like they're saying, he's definitely going to be a number 9. It's just a matter of time. Obviously, they're not going to put him on a weight program too early. They're going to make him physically.
Yeah, he needs to bulk up a bit.
Yeah, like with Rashford, I think they've got a scientific way of doing it where they know at what age they need to put you on the weights. If you do it too early, you're going to get problems. So I'll give him another 2 years or so, and we'll see him playing as a number 9, definitely.
All right, let me run to Vimal. Premiership champions City, well deserved, or United bottled it towards the end? I mean, City champions, deserve it?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was there for the taking for us, and we bottled it. We were at top of the table for, what was it, 2 weeks? Yeah. So, if we had all rallied together, and maybe if Ollie had inspired the squad to look, we're at the top of the table.
January, wasn't it? January,
yeah. So, if he had rallied the team and, got everyone inspired up and really charged up to go for this title, I think we could have, but we lost some silly games, drew some silly games. It's like we weren't ready for it.
Right.
But we most definitely bottled it. So, City have that strength. They have that rotation. They have a smart manager, and he knows how to inspire. He's a real Mr. Motivator, and the team embrace him when they score. They run to him. They hug each other. I don't see any of that with Ollie. Even at the end of the game, it's like they don't even want to shake his hand or whatever. They seem very distant. If you're gonna play for a football team and you're gonna fight for your team, you want to play for your manager. You want to do the best you possibly can. I don't see that strong bond that Klopp had with his team or Pep has with his team.
Right.
So there's something missing there, and I don't know if Ollie will ever have it. I don't think he's loved as much as these other elite managers are. So yeah, they deserve champions this year, but we've
Chris,
maybe.
Yeah.
City deserved champions, or United bottled it? Should United have done better, or City really did enough to win the title?
Well, this is a bit of truth, and it's a hard pill to swallow, but it is what it is, man. They are champions, United fucked up. Remember that game against Sheffield?
Mm-hmm.
The other day we gave the title to City. The moment we lost to Sheffield at home, forget about all the other draws.
And they were bottom of the table, weren't they?
Yeah, the day we lost to Sheffield, that one game only, that could have made the whole difference. And now look at it. City gonna finish the title maybe about 7 points. To the mark, probably 7 points. We're gonna have ourselves to blame on ourselves.
Oh yeah.
The one game we lost to Sheffield.
Sheffield United drew Chelsea twice, drew with Arsenal, drew with West Brom, drew with Chelsea. It's just like drew with Liverpool. So that's 24 points. We took 8 out of 24. Even if we won 3 of those games, just 3.
Yeah, I knew it. It wasn't a weekday game, right? I think it was.
Yeah, it's a midweek game against Sheffield Wednesday.
Remember. Yeah, I do remember.
United.
That day we lost that game, I knew it's over. And I didn't say it's over, but I was like, the last days of the Premier League, about game 36 or 37, we're going to blame ourselves. Why we didn't win that game? And now look where you are right now.
I hear you. Bems, City deserved it of the title, or United bottled it?
Oh, City deserved the title, man. We didn't bottle nothing, man. There was nothing for us to bottle, man. We weren't good enough. This team wasn't ready to win the title. I think when we were first for a couple weeks, that was just a false position, in my opinion. This team doesn't have the squad that Man City have. This team doesn't have the manager that Man City have. I mean, I just don't. It wasn't ours to. It wasn't our title to win. To be honest with you, man, I think Ole has done. He's peaked out. He's done the best. He's taken United to the best position that we could possibly attain with this squad. This squad is not a title winning squad. You can't win a title with Lindelof and Maguire partnership. You can't win a title with Fred and McTominay. You can't. It's I mean,
could you win it with Maguire and Bailey?
Nah. Come on, Ben.
No,
Come on, Ben.
Wait,
Ben, I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
No, but the thing about it is that is in whatever you say, I'm still proven right, though. I'm still proven right. If this team
could you win it? Could you win it with Maguire and Bailey at the back?
You can put a better challenge with Maguire and Bailey. Now, winning it with Maguire and Bailey, I'm not exactly sure. You could. I'll put this way. You could if Bailly wasn't injury prone. If Bailly was reliable and he had a run of games, you could put a better challenge. But the midfield is not good enough. Fred and McTominay, you can't win two, man. They're too defensive. That's why Ole plays Fred and McTominay to protect Lindelof and Maguire, because he doesn't trust the center backs. So
Bems, so you're saying the reason you cannot win the title is because of those four guys.
Those four guys,
other guys are good enough to win the title. Of the 11 guys, 4 guys are not good to push to win the title.
I'm not saying you're taking you're twisting my words. I'm not saying the 4 guys are bad. Maguire is good enough, but Maguire needs to be paired with a top class center back that is quick, that's good in the air, that's got, that you could basically, Bailly and Maguire is a way better partnership than Bailly and Lindelof, because they complement each other. It's a partnership. You see what I'm saying? So Bailly and Maguire is a better partnership. You will go further with them too. But when you play Bailly and Maguire, you don't necessarily need to play Fred and McTominay.
Exactly.
Because when you play Bailly and Maguire, you can play a higher line. Bailly's quick enough to
recover
those runs.
He's fierce as well. He's a tough defender. He's no holds barred.
He's a tough defender, so he's decent. So now when you switch it up, you put Bailly and Maguire, and then you play only one CDM, and you have a box-to-box, and you have two box-to-box midfielders.
Yeah. So who's the CDM?
Huh? The CDM
who should be the CDM?
The CDM is not in
Declan Rice.
We don't have a true CDM yet. Declan Rice is a good one. If you put Declan Rice in this team with Pogba and Bruno as your box-to-box / one of them a little bit more attacking, and then you put like a Varane partner with Maguire, you see a whole totally different United team, and then you can probably put a Sancho. The team is just not good enough. It's not ready.
Bems. I know everybody been talking about Varane, and I've been watching Madrid games the last 2 months.
Yeah.
And this is me. We don't need a Varane type of player at United. I see even better Lindelof than Varane. Straight up.
You're telling me Lindelof is better than Varane?
I mean, come on, man. Varane is not his prime no more.
Wait. You're telling me Lindelof is better than Varane?
Hold on, let me tell you something. Varane at Madrid, he's a suspect. Varane in France shines because somebody be ahead of him plays much better, and he shines.
Play? Do you watch? You actually watch Varane play?
Okay. I see Varane play for Madrid.
Let's move along. Let's move along. The centre back debate.
Each person has
discuss that on another.
I don't know Varane in my team, man. I would rather go for someone else.
I mean, I would even put Kobe.
I'd even take Wanzibi better than Varane. I've seen him. He's a suspect.
Guys, let's decide later on the centre back pairing.
Let's go to K. City deserved the championship, or United bottled it?
Like I said when we were at the top of the league, I never believed we were going to win it. It was just a period where other teams made mistakes and we capitalized, but I was never confident. City deserved it. I mean, they've conceded 26 goals in 35 games, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And they've had 18 clean sheets with Chelsea as well. So that tells its own story. The teams with the best defense generally win the league. So and they just exhaust people. So they conceded 26, and 5 of those were against Leicester, like second game of the season. That just shows you how efficient they were. And Pep was quite clever. At the start of the season, he was giving up a lot of midfield, and then he changed it and started packing up the midfield. Cancelo was joining in. like playing almost left back, but joining in as a midfielder. Zinchenko is a midfielder, playing him in a left back a lot of the times, like he did with Fabian Delph, and he just seems to get a kick out of players. Mahrez
has been really good this season.
This season he's been like the main guy, and they have the Bruyne rate for quite a lot of the season as well. So, like we say, they've got squads, they've got players that step up. Whereas when we have players out, it's like, oh, who's going to shine for us today? And we just don't have enough of squad depth, to be honest.
I feel even this City this season were not as dominant as they used to be.
No, definitely not.
So this was a season United could have done something if they were consistent without those draws.
Not with Ollie. Not with Ollie, I don't think.
You don't think so?
Tactical, nice. The game against Sheffield, the game against, who else did we lose to? Did we draw with Burnley? I can't remember, but that game where there was 5 or 6 games where we didn't win in a row, and that was just shocking. Like, you can't win a league and not win in 5 or 6 games. This not gonna happen. So. Right. Well, I do feel Ollie's made progress, though. I do feel he's made progress.
You feel there's progress?
Yeah.
I second you on that. And like I said,
I think there is progress from last season. I agree.
Yeah,
I think a few more tweaks.
There's definitely progress.
This summer transfer is going to be key if he can get a CDM. So because we have Fred and McTominay playing the role of one player, we have 2 playing the role of one. That takes people from the front sitting back, so we're more defending than attacking. So we would need a traditional CDM. Matic is done. I think Matic is literally done. I don't think he could do that job properly anymore. I think 4 seasons ago he was done. Now, let's roll the tape forward. We got a big game against Liverpool. This was a postponed game against Liverpool, which led to the protest. I think they're protesting again on Thursday. Vimal, what do you see coming up on this game against Liverpool? United, give me a predicted score. And would this game go on this time?
Which game, sorry?
Man
the
United,
Liverpool one.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So, okay. So all of the team selection today basically was to keep our, first team players fit for that game. So the game will definitely go ahead. It's a very tight schedule. And I think potentially Ole sacrificed today's game for Liverpool.
Right.
Yeah. It appears that way anyway. I guess, I mean, I could see the pains when we lost the game on Ole's faces and when they scored that second goal. And he was quite experimental today. But I think we might have had a better result if he had just given this B team or this second team more of a chance to get used to playing with each other at a higher level. So I think that was a bit of a slip up on his part. But yeah, Liverpool will definitely go ahead.
Right.
Was that your question?
Yeah, and any predicted score for that game?
Liverpool are desperate for the points, right? Where are they now? 6?
Europe or Champions League?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Liverpool's form recently has been pretty awful, and we're inconsistent. I reckon it may go to a draw.
A draw. Wow. Chris, Man United, Liverpool, big game on Thursday, 48 hours. Can United find 3 points on this game? Liverpool need to get to Champions League.
Yes, I think I'm going with Rashford to be the game winner on this one.
Okay, I'm going to hold it to that.
For some reason, I feel like Rashford shines on these type of games, you know what I mean? And it would be a good thing to send Liverpool to Europa League, you know? You know what I mean? Like, first of all, the fans made them not play on that Sunday. Then the next thing, United send them to Europa League. Actually, they lose one game, they're going to Europa League straight up.
Really?
If Leicester and Chelsea win the next one game, that would be it.
I literally can't see Liverpool in that top 4. I just can't see them breaking that top 4.
For Liverpool to make it top 4, they need to win the remaining games.
And hope Chelsea and Leicester drop points.
And hopefully, yeah. But I don't see that happening.
But Leicester are playing Chelsea next game, and then Leicester got first. So that's going to be tough.
Who's at home in that game?
I think Chelsea might be at home. Chelsea have only lost 2 games on the 2 shows. So that
Chelsea has to play Leicester twice. They play in the FA Cup and they play in the League Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they play this weekend FA final, and then next week they play Leicester Premier League.
They're both meeting FA Cup final. Oh,
yes. And I don't know. I don't know whether Liverpool, Chelsea gonna have to drop one of these games. I don't know which one, but I'm sure they're gonna drop one of these games. They
So you can see
they
Liverpool
have three. They
sneaking in
have
there.
three big games, but they're
So you
gonna
think Liverpool
lose. They're
sneaking
gonna
to
drop
that
one
top
of
four?
them. I don't see Chelsea can win Champions League, FA, and they're gonna drop one of them. But the Premier League, is the next three games gonna be fun to watch. Now I can't. I'll be laughing. I mean, the next three games remaining. It's gonna be fun to watch. Arsenal finishing at 10th. I'm okay with that. Liverpool going to Europa League. I'm okay with that. And then all the people called the PE teacher, the clueless one, will be seated second comfortably. Well, we see what happens the next couple weeks.
Okay. Bams, Man United, Liverpool, Thursday.
That's a tough one to predict, man. I mean, we could definitely get a result against Liverpool. I think, man, that's really tough, man. Liverpool are gonna go all out, man, because they have to win.
They have to go all out. There's no choice. They have to get. They need top four. United already top four.
Yeah, they need top four. So they're gonna go all out. They're gonna attack us. Their center back, they still have issues in center back. I actually give
Maguire
us
back for that game. Does anyone know?
No.
Back for that game?
Maguire's not back for that game. Or it'll be stupid to play him against in that game. So yeah, looking at the fact that we don't have Maguire too, but I'm leaning more towards a draw in this game. I mean, we could nick it. We would, but because Liverpool, they're weak in the center back position and they're gonna be pressing us high. They're gonna be pushing for this. That's gonna leave a lot of space in behind. So, I mean, you know what? I'll switch that prediction. I'll say we win this 2-1.
Nice. Okay, Man United, Liverpool.
I'm actually confident for once against Liverpool. I think the last time we played them when we didn't go for it, we were cagey. I think with the protest happening and the players seeing the passion from the fans, I think that's going to give them a bit more motivation. And I think the fact that we can stop them going into the Champions League is extra motivation. And I think Bruno and Pogba are in the good form. Cavani's the same. Greenwood's in good form. So I think we're going to punish them, personally.
So you see 3 points to United on that day, right? Yeah, I see a 2-1 victory for United.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you very much. We've come to the end of the show. Like, share, subscribe, hit the button on the further right of the show video and click it to subscribe. We have been joined with Vimal representing UK. Thank you very much, Vimal. Say hello to the princess. I saw her make an appearance today. Say hello to her.
Will do.
Kay representing UK. Thank you very much for joining us today. And we have Houston Red Army from United States, Ben and Chris on our show today. So, guys, thank you very much. We'll see you guys after the game against Liverpool. I hope I think I've seen security guys. I think United have built a wall around the stadium.
Yeah, they're gonna have extra police and extra stewards. So they're gonna cause riots and protests, but they'll definitely go ahead.
I've seen some stuff on Facebook. They're talking about protesting again on Thursday.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Wow. There's a group. What's it called? Glazers Out on Facebook. Yeah. You've seen it?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, so they're trying to make another appearance. So
I can see them making an appearance, but I think the security is ready. I think they got caught unawares.
Trust me. After they lost the money for the first game, the Glazers are gonna make sure they put money down for the security this time.
Well, and also, did you hear about the Hut Group sponsorship? They lost out on a £200 million deal.
20 million a year for 10 seasons.
Yeah. So they've lost that. And they were supposed to replace the Chevrolet badge on the shirts. And then was it TeamViewer as well? They're being attacked. Someone in United Stand spread the story about a TeamViewer being getting a lot of negative publicity because of their association with the club.
Putting negative reviews, haven't they?
Yeah, a lot of them. All negative.
They've not even. I mean, that's next season, right? They haven't even got our shirts out yet. So why are people attacking TeamViewer so early on?
Yeah.
to put pressure
Well,
on the Glazers.
Yeah, they're trying to force the Glazers out. But do you guys think this is the right way forward to?
Yeah, I think it's the only way they can do it.
It's the only way, man.
Okay. Vimal has asked a question. Chris, is this the best way forward to protest?
I think the one they did last Sunday, that was enough. You know, they should just hold up. Let's see what the Glazers are gonna do during the summer. If they don't do some, we go back again next season.
So you're giving them to summer.
I mean, the first one they did was good, apart from the one who routed and they broke stuff over there. But let's give the Glazers time, see whether they're gonna do something during the summer. If they don't, I'm with the fans. Go back in Old Trafford one more time.
One more time, like send it like a band. Bems, Vimal says, what do you think of the protest? Are you loving this protest or enough is enough?
I have no problem with the protest, man. This has to be done if you want to get the Glazers out the club, man. You have to do everything that's going to affect their brand. You have to, I mean, I have no qualms about the protest that happened, last week or whatever, Sunday. If it happens again, I have no qualms with it. Like, is in the same way. If this next game gets canceled, I have no qualms with it too. I don't think it's going to get canceled. It's going to get it's going to be played because there's a lot of security around the stadium.
It might get moved to a secret location.
That too.
Some other stadium.
That too.
Like the Etihad.
Empty had.
That's funny.
Okay.
But yeah, I have no qualms with this protest, man. You have to, if you want to get a change, if you want to get these guys out, or if you want to restructure, or if you want to change the ownership structure, you have to protest. And this is what happens. I'm not for the violence and people getting hurt and people getting killed, but everything else I'm all for it, man. So
okay. Protest
I'm
too far or it's fine? Like, are you happy as it is, or more protests you don't mind?
To be fair, it's been a long time coming. Like the last time it was like this was like, what was it, 2010 or 2000? Yeah, I think it was around the time when Beckham had the green and gold scar, and people tried to protest. Then it died down, and people forget that's even when we were winning things. Fergie was still there, but yeah, I think we need to carry it on. I know the Glazers are going to respond. They're going to give us a better transfer window than they normally do. I reckon we're going to get Sancho. And what's going to happen? Some fans are going to be like, oh, they're spending money. But for me, it's not about spending money because there's pressure now. It's about clearing the debt, refurbishing the stadium, building a reserve stadium. And
stadium's leaking, isn't it, apparently?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's leaking. Yeah. It is leaking.
It shambles the stadium. For a club of what the wealth we have, Arsenal have had a new stadium, City have got a new stadium, Tottenham, and they're also passing us now. The infrastructure's there. Just do it. Like I got told when Van Gaal was there, the architectural plans were there to develop all around Old Trafford and to build a stadium for the reserves. And the Glazers said no. And I think we're one of the only top teams in the Premier League that don't have a ground for our reserves. We play in League, which is like 10 miles away. So it's not good enough, to be honest.
Right. Guys, we shall return back to this. Hopefully, we'll all be watching this game on Thursday when Man United play Liverpool. Hopefully, I want 3 points. I think the protest should be done, what needs to be done. Like Kay said, it's not even about, because like you said, Kay, there are going to be a lot of fans where we've got a big transfer window. They're happy with that. But there's more than the transfer window. There's more that is behind the whole protest. There's the infrastructure. You know, it's the lack of the debt they've piled on that club. So all that needs to be looked into and the fans giving more, what I would say, have more say in the club than they used to. I'm with all that. So guys, have a great evening, UK. Have a great evening in the USA. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Vimel, greetings to our princess, our United fan.
Will do.
All right, you take care, guys.
Will do. Thanks, guys. See you guys.
All right.
Take care.